Okay, I'm Kaijing. I'm 19 years old now, and I'm currently studying in NUS, School of Computing Information Systems. Then, last time I suffered from anorexia. For me, anorexia first sort of developed, I would say, when I was end of Sec 3, Sec 4 to about end of J1, beginning of J2 when I first started recovery. But I think it was especially worse when it came to the start of J1 because it was the transition period also from secondary to JC, and there were a lot of things to cope with, not just like academics, but also a myriad of other problems that I had in my life as well. So all these all these problems which I had problems with coping, and also like I had no control over, but I thought like, oh, this is something that I had control over, and I can like control what I want to eat. I can control how much I want to exercise. So it became an outlet for me to regain back the control that I've lost over my life, and that slowly spiraled into something that's more sinister and led to me having anorexia. I think when I first realized that something was a bit off was when mm, I remember all my lectures and tutorials were filled with me just desperately calculating like how much calories I should be taking in that day. And then I wouldn't go for like any recess or lunch or like go eat with my friends at night. So I think like the fixation on how much food I should be eating and also giving up the joy of going out with my friends made me and my family as well realize that perhaps there's something that's wrong with me. I think what affected me most mentally was that my every day of my life was literally filled with fixation on like how much I should be eating, what should I be eating, what I can and cannot be eating, when in reality everything is fine. But to me at that point in time there were so many rules and restrictions that it's very hard to focus on what really mattered in my life. And how it affected my life was not only did I have to give up a lot of my friendships and like spoil the relationship with my family, but at the same time my grades and academics, my school life and social life all suffered quite seriously. I didn't want to recover at first because I couldn't see anything that was wrong with me. Like, I knew the fact that I cannot eat whatever I wanted. I was so fixated, right? Something is definitely off, but I didn't want to admit it. So I didn't want to have someone come in and say, look, you definitely have a problem and diagnose me with an eating disorder. So that was what mainly held me back because I didn't want like an official diagnosis and I didn't want to acknowledge that I had something wrong when I obviously knew that something's wrong with me and how I think. And I think the other aspect of why I didn't want to seek help was also I'm scared of being judged by my friends and like my schoolmates and teachers. I didn't want like everyone in the school to know like, oh, she's the girl with an eating disorder. We cannot hand her these responsibilities. But actually, in reality, I feel that that's not the case because like even as patients or like survivors of eating disorder, we are capable of achieving like so much more, and we can do as many things as other normal people can do. So like the fear of being judged was mainly what held me back. But after recovering and surviving through the ordeal, I realized that us as individuals of whatever conditions that we have doesn't define us in any aspect or any way.